I'm back here with a another look here. Looks like they had a spam attack. The block dag is fine, but our Explorer is temporarily delayed. Apologies for any inconvenience. You remember yesterday we were looking at the transactions. There was a bunch of zeros coming up in here. Looks like everything's working all right. 310 Kaspa, 38, 174 is block rewards. I don't know what all these are unless it's just a fee for sending the 174. I don't know. Look to see how this works out. But the blocks seem to be doing all right. Um, Latest blocks. Yeah, looks like they're ticking through all right. 524. Yep. All right. So anyway, looks like they had a spam attack here. Let's move on here. Let's check out the crypto bubbles. And take a look here. Where is Casper at? Jeepers. That's one thing I wish about these bubbles. I wish you could change the settings on them so you could just find what you were looking for here. Let's take a look here at Casper. There we go. Rank 42. A $973 million market cap. Roughly 13 million in volume. If we go over here to the charts, you can see here Bitcoin, it's up 25 bucks. I thought it was going to make a move here on the daily. It started moving up there a little bit, but you can see the daily candle here. Not sure what this thing is doing. It's just going sideways in here. You can see, look at that, made it right up to that 786. And boom, got rejected right off it. So I don't see any EBC in here. I don't see anything. If you come up here, well, there's possible 702. If that did work out like that, that would bring this thing down to 23.4. Well, we'll see. The daily RSI is coming down on Bitcoin, and the weekly's reset and heading up. The monthly though is bearish, a 73 and a 82. All right, not looking real great for Bitcoin. The Dow Jones still holding that line. Boy, oh boy, look at this. No, it's kind of lost it. That red line there, that's the one we really wanted to hold. You make it a little bit smaller. Yeah, starting to lose it a little bit here. This on the monthly. If we go out to weekly, look at that. This thing could back test that now as resistance and roll right over. Let's see what do we have any kind of signal here. Oh boy, there's a 618. Right, 618 perfectly. Look how I hit that blue line. Got rejected right off there. Right off that 618 Fibonacci. If that ends up being an ABC, then yeah, that's probably what's going to work out here. That's what it's looking like. Looks like this. A, B, C. Down to here. Whoops. Not over there. Right down here. We'll keep an eye on that, see if that plays out or not, but sure looking that way. I mean, the weekly is almost reset on this thing. Boy, it really needs a push here. Where's the monthly at? 84 and 86, just turned bearish. The daily's almost reset, and the weekly's almost reset. That close. Boy, oh boy, we need the Dow Jones to do something, that's for sure. DXY just keeps going. Look at this thing. Heading right up. So, 106. It was the high today. 106. Gold is down 891. That thing's starting to roll over a little bit. The daily, excuse me, is coming down. Let's get that off there a second. See where the weekly's at. Looks like the weekly's rolling over. It's at a 46 and a 48. And I believe the monthly is bearish too, a 78 and an 81. Like I said, still looking for this thing to pull down to that target down here, 1800 area, you know. So if that works out, you know, not financial advice at all, guys. I'm not a financial advisor, but you know, I might be looking into possibly acquiring a little bit of gold down here if it gets down there. You know, that would give the weekly, that would get the weekly reset if it pushes down here. That would get the daily reset. I don't know about the monthly though. But that ABC would be complete, and that usually signals a bottom. Alright, now you can see here, if we take a measurement real quick on this thing. Pull that down on top. Yeah, it takes us right down there. Well, we'll see if it plays out or not. That's what I'm expecting out of it. We'll see what happens. All right, the total market cap. Total market cap is to 1.02. Wait, still just holding that. You can see, you know, especially on a weekly. All right. You zoom out on this so you can see it a little bit better. Let's get that off there. You can see down here, okay, this ended up being resistance, then it flipped. Support, support, support. But the more times it hits it, you know, you guys know from watching these videos, the more something beats on something, the weaker it gets. So that support area, you know, the weekly, that's good to see. The weekly RSI is turned up. The monthly is probably bearish. Yep. Where's the daily at? As soon as it loads up here, I apologize. There we go. The daily's coming down. All right, so that's the total market cap. The market cap without Bitcoin's at 513. See that red line there? That's what we need to hold. Keeps hitting it, hitting it, hitting it. You can see here we got a resistance line right about there. Alright, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. If we can get a break out of that area, maybe this thing could get moving. Got the daily coming down. The weekly should be reset. Yep, the weekly's reset. The monthly's rolling over. That's hard. It's hard to get that monthly and that weekly, you know, at the same time. That's for sure. Let's look at something here real quick. I'm just curious. And that's on the monthly. We got bearish divergence on this thing. Yeah, you see that? Even though it's pushed higher over here, and a lower high over here, just barely, but we did. If you really look at it, then you can see it a little bit better. You know, well, that could be the bearish divergence playing out now. This massive pullback. You can see on the monthly here how much. I mean, we are down big time for the total market cap. Let's take a measurement on this thing from the top. You know, right down to that red line is 70%. Down 70%. That's crazy. You know, geez, we're down. What do we got to retest? Geez, that was a loss for words there. You know, that's, of course, that's another 40% down to come back and retouch this over here. I don't think we're going to do that, but it could. It absolutely could. I would put that thing down at 310 billion. I remember when it was over here, you know, $150 billion. I remember that, you know, right before that last big bull run. That was incredible to see it go the whole way up to 1.7. 1.7 from 150. That was incredible. All right, let's take a look here at Kaspa. Let's get a look at this chart. That's the monthly, the weekly. Let's see here. That weekly RSI is still bullish at 46 and at 45. Boy, it's dangerously close to rolling over. 46.9 and at 45. You can see that pinch right there. The daily is at an 8.6. It's reset. Okay, that's good to see. I don't want to see an ABC come in here. Okay, I'm giving you worst case scenario with that stuff. The 12 hour, 15 and 14, still bullish. The 8 hour, 53 and a 52, it's very close to rolling over. The 4 hour is at a 52 and a 45. It has turned back up. All right, let's look at something here. This daily, just wondering why this thing is not getting up to that 618 or that 702. You know, still waiting to see that bounce up here. Wish it wasn't dragging out so long. I wish it was a little bit quicker. Gonna have to keep an eye on that weekly RSI. Like I said, you can see it's very close to flipping over bearish here. Of course, we got that bearish divergence on that weekly. You know, then we have, it continued there from here to here. It just continued right down that bearish divergence. So definitely something to keep an eye on, guys, for sure. You know, we'll see what happens here, but we got them 5 waves up for the daily. Let's look at this thing real quick. Let's go over a couple things. All right, so we got our 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th wave up. We got that. After a 5 wave, then you have an ABC correction come in. All right, I'm going to show you. I'm going to pull something up here. Alright, 535, here we go. What happens after 5 waves up? The corrective wave begins. The corrective wave partially retraces the progress made by the motive wave. It follows a 3-wave sequence or a specific combination of 3-wave structures. An ABC correction is what it's getting to. Alright, the 3-wave correction is labeled as an ABC. Alright, and after, I'm just going to show it here. L8 wave 5, L8 wave ABC. Alright, wave A corrections are typically harder to identify than impulse moves. And wave 1A of a bear market, that's a bear market. Fundamental news is usually still positive. Some technical indicators that accompany wave A include increased volume, rising volatility. Wave B prices reverse higher, which may see as a resumption of the now long gone bull market. Those familiar with classical technical analysis may see the peak as the right shoulder of a head and shoulders reversal pattern. The volume during wave B should be lower than in wave A. Alright, if this was wave A, this would be B here, still not complete. Alright, by this point fundamentals are probably no longer improving, but they most likely have not yet turned negative. Wave C, prices move impulsively lower in 5 waves, volume picks up, and by the 3rd leg of wave C, almost everyone realizes that the bear market is firmly entrenched. Wave C is typically at least as large as wave A, and often extends to 1.618. Alright, I'm just trying, that's a bigger wave ABC, okay? We're talking about this thing is a 5 impulse wave up, not down. Alright, but even here you can see after the 5 waves up, but we're not looking for a bigger ABC. Let's go into the 4 hour. Just look at something here. 4 All right. One thing I'm hoping not here. Let's go to 1 hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just have to really keep an eye on this thing, okay? I don't want, especially if that weekly starts rolling over, and with the bearish divergence, what I don't want to see is this, okay? Like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, as being the A wave. All right, that's why I'm hoping we get this bump up to the 618, because if that ends up being the case, then we would be looking, this would just be the A wave down here, all right, a B wave up and a C wave down, okay? So be rooting for this to come up to that 618 at 5 cents. If not, this thing could be doing a bigger correction, all right? And that would almost make sense here with the wave count, but I don't see a 1, 2 in here, all right? Usually your fourth wave is your most complex wave. Just like over here, your fourth. All right, we had a fourth here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 hour. I just don't see a 1, 2 up top here. Alright, so we'll keep an eye on this, guys, but I want to see this bounce up to 5 cents here, okay? Get the A, get the B up here, and get our C, and get this correction over with, alright? We'll just have to take a look at this as we go and see where this is heading. Alright, thanks a lot, guys. I will talk to you very soon. Have a great night, everybody.